welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, quick reminder as always, I have quite a few different events, learning opportunities coming up. If you would like to learn energy work, about your frequency, how to not let black magic stuff affect you, go check it out, k33academy.com/store, and you'll see everything that I have up there. Okay, guys. So I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is get ready. Wishes are coming true. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know what your wishes are, but they're coming true. I hope they're good wishes. I hope they're wishes that make you happy. Like, yes. I am completely on board for that. Let me put my water here beside me. Okay. So let's get started. Ooh, yes, I do have the comfort care meditation. It's going to be on April 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This comfort care meditation is geared towards helping you get some relief from the emotional and energetic causations of pain, right? I've done this event before. It's a private event. You have to go to the link to sign up for it. I've done this event before and it worked out really, really well. Worked out really, really well. All right, let me get a couple cards. I just realized I'm really short on time today. I'm short and I'm short on time. You know, I realized how short I was. I asked my husband to take a video of me working on my back. And I don't know. I like to try and believe that I'm not small. I like Village Baby. Stop it. Hold on. Stop it, Village Baby. It's not funny. I need your input because I'm pretty sure I have like dysmorphia still. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm pretty sure that I'm confused as to my actual size. I am. I'm consistently confused as to my actual size. Just saying. I'm just saying, you know? Let me get these cards pulled. Hold on. It's converting. All right. Now it's got me all stressed out. I don't know why I feel like I have to be big or something. I don't know. I'm actually not a big person. You know what? Okay. All right. I just kind of want to it's got me breathing hard. It's got me breathing hard. My gosh. Okay, look it is. Okay. All right. Do I look tiny? This some bougie. But look, Yo, I don't give a damn how short I am. Can you lift that much? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know? Yes. Yank it, girl. But really, I was like, there's no way that I'm that small. I am not that small. What the hell? Is that how other people see me? Is that how other people see me? I'm just saying, I feel like I'm at least like 5'9". You know what I'm saying? I'm at least like 5'9". You know? Look at that. Look at that. Girl, get it, girl. Oh my god. Why do I look so tiny? I'm done. I'm done. I'm all like, my growth was stunted. This is what it is. Because why is my feet so big? Why are my feet so big? I don't get it. My foot size is like for someone that's 5'9", 5'10". So that's what I'm gonna claim. I'm gonna claim that on my driver's license. Anyways, let's get started. All right, so just say it. Just say it. anyways, you guys better like tell me that no, I'm not that small. That's just some. Okay, girl, get over it. Get over it. You are big for Asian standards. In Asia, not even there. I'm not tall there. Oh, shit. Even in Asia, I'm not considered tall. Fine, whatever. I'm like robust in the Philippines. Okay, let's get started. Anyways, get ready. Wishes are coming true. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, we're claiming all of this. We are claiming all of this. Remember, get ready. Wishes are coming true. The very first card, manifestation. Manifestation. You know, I'm saying you are being gifted the opportunity from your soul. You're being gifted the opportunity to go ahead and like accomplish huge things. You're going to have to take your soul up on that offer. Okay. Oh, how sad. So you guys think I'm really small? It was the angle. It was just the angle. I'm not that small. Rebirth and reverse. So there's nothing that you need to like there's no ego death that needs to happen. I think you've been in this cycle of actively trying to unalive your ego. Stop already. Stop. You have to refocus. What you need to focus on is not the parts that you can't understand, the parts of you that you cannot understand. What you need to focus on are the parts of you that need your attention. Your ego does not need your attention right now. And of course, this is a general reading. So, you know, if you know that your ego needs attention, I'm just saying, you go ahead and pay it attention. But for most of you, your ego does not need any more attempts to unalive it. What needs to happen is you need to recognize that your foundation was flipped upside down, maybe because of something someone said, you know. Girl, she said, you're only an inch away from my height. So I distinctly remember Rainbow Flames. There is a picture circulating on the internet of you in a dryer. Not a commercial dryer, but a regular residential clothes dryer. And it looked like we could fit like 4 more of you in there. I'm just saying that's not going to make me feel any bigger. It's just not, but we could definitely hold hands. We can stack each other so we could reach a top shelf. We can work together like that. She's like, well, you're an inch taller. Honey, you are super small. You are super small. I'm just saying, but we can support each other in our vertical challenges. Or we could always just have USD come over and like grab it for us. We don't even have to stack anything. It'd be like eye level for him. Whatever we can't reach is eye level for him. You know what I'm saying? So the foundation in reverse, this is like something happened. Someone said something to you that made you feel very upside down in your perception of yourself. That moment of being upside down really put your mindset upside down. And it's been this thing for quite some time now that needs to be corrected. Absolutely. That needs to be corrected. You can't allow that to continue in the way that it has. A lot of the reasons, the things you're trying to create for yourself, the things you're trying to manifest continues to falter is because of this upside down ethos, this mindset that is not compatible with what you are here to do, right? For example, the environment that I grew up in and lived in for more than half my life is an environment that does not support the work that I do right now. Very religious, devoutly so. Nothing wrong with being devoutly religious, but it doesn't give me permission to exist in accordance with the beliefs I was raised in. My existence, the gifts that were given to me by God, is an abomination. I don't think so. You can't say that God knows everything, is omnipotent, omnipresent, and then say like he made a mistake when he made me. That's illogical. So I had to remove myself from that environment for a period in order to be able to get very, very centered within the reality of my existence does not contradict the existence of divinity. It supports it. I exist as evidence of a divine being that creates people in a very unique manner, right? To fulfill unique purpose. So, you got to exit out of these environments that are preventing your wishes from coming true. For many people, your wishes are even contingent on what your environment gives you permission to wish for. I mean, yeah. This is something you're going to be working through the entire spring. You're going to get everything right side up this spring, but you have to put effort into it. You have to be very, very dedicated to the process that you're in. If not, I don't know how it's going to happen. It's not just going to like randomly fall into your lap. Yeah. See, part of the problem that causes you to struggle is you're not using your creativity. There are so many different ways to do this. There are so many different ways that we can go about creating the opportunities that we need to get to the places we need to be within our perception of ourselves. Creating opportunities, seizing opportunities presented to you by life is not about taking advantage of someone or robbing another person of their opportunity. It's not at all. When you conduct yourself with integrity, you can still accept opportunities and know that you would never violate someone else's chance just so you can get ahead. You have to begin seeing yourself clearly. If you have never done that to anyone, I mean, come on now. I've never done that to anyone. It took me over 40 years to be able to just accept, like, I'm never going to do that to anyone. I've never done that to anyone. I will never do that to anyone. That's not in my character. You know, um, not long ago, I was presented with an opportunity of, it's kind of like a business type opportunity. And it was this thing of, I would get more benefit. And I was just like, well, how do I politely say no to this? Because it doesn't resonate with me. I'm just kind of like, uh, well, I'm not the expert in this field. So I guess what I could say is, I don't want anyone taken advantage of. I want everything to be mutually beneficial for everyone involved. I don't want anything that's unrealistic and unfair. I'm not the expert in this field, so I'm trusting you as the expert in this field to provide me with the information of what is fair. I just, that's not, I don't roll like that at all. At all. I don't like that. So if you don't roll like that at all either, you need to begin accepting that you are not that type of person. And what I've noticed is for people like you and I who don't roll like that, we often are in environments with people who do roll like that. And those people, because that's how they think and that's how their heart is, are very quick to accuse others, especially those that they see as a threat, because you have elevations in integrity. They'll always see you as a threat. So they will always go out of their way to target you. Don't listen to those people, you know? Don't listen to those people. Those are the last people you need to be listening to, because they're the ones who do these things. Like I've never stolen from anyone, right? And so there was a person that I've known for a very long time who consistently accuses other people of being all about money and stealing this, stealing that. That's funny, but you're the only one that doesn't do that, right? Except I've caught you multiple times. Multiple people have caught you multiple times. So those are the kind of people you just really don't need to listen to. You never listen to the person who has no room to be critiquing you and your integrity. Don't listen to those people. Okay. So let's see. Get creative, allow the opportunities to present themselves to you first as an idea that you could put your energy, your wishes into, right? Ooh, okay. The pillar in reverse, you don't quite realize that you are the foundation of your entire existence. Your perception of yourself is the foundation of your entire existence. Who did you give the honor of calibrating your perception? Was it your parents? Was it siblings? Is it your friends, your social circle? Is it some random stranger who said something nasty to you? Did you give that honor to the internet? You don't ever give that honor to the internet. Oof. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes. Uh, People on the internet have gotten far too comfortable, far too comfortable being nasty to each other. No, 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 no. You go on somewhere on social media and you could just be staying in your own lane, posting on your profile, and you'll have lots of people coming and trying to tear you down and critique you. Uh, I comment, and it's rare for me to comment on social media just because, like, I don't want to hear it. And I just don't. If people want to hear my thoughts, they can come to my channel. But the one of the rare times where I commented on something, it was a video regarding memories while in utero. So you're not born yet. These are memories while in the womb, right? And I was sharing how one of my kids, um, how I found out that he had intact memories from being in my womb while gestating. Okay. And really, I'm not trying to convince anyone. I was just like, commenting to share that, like, it's possible. I've experienced it. Some random person is like, you need to get a job and get off the internet because I don't know why you're coming on here and lying. Okay, ho. And I was just like, I'm gonna just ignore that because you a hoe. Yeah, I just ignored it. But that's the thing, if I allowed that person's toxicity to enter into my space, I would be wondering if everyone sees me as a liar. I don't give a darn. I don't give a darn who thinks what of me. I know myself at this point. There's still a lot I need to learn about myself, but I know enough about myself to know I'm not a liar. I'm not someone who takes advantage of others. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. So never listen. Michael's telling me to tell you guys, never listen to someone's opinion about you if they don't even know themselves. Okay. The seeker. I think you've let too many people like really get in your head and they've caused you to stop seeking your own truth. There are far too many people in this world who feel as though when they say something that you need to take their word as though it's the word of God. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is, but also maybe it's a lesser God. Not all gods are created the same, just saying. So, yeah, no, ooh, are these teeth? What the heck? Oh no. That looked like teeth. Yeah. Incisors and molars, incisors and molars. I'm just saying, like, you're listening to people who don't have the spiritual teeth to chew up the words that they're spewing in order to begin digesting the gravity of their toxicity. I'm just saying, that's the last person you need to talk to, right? No shame on people missing teeth. No shame on people who have struggles with teeth. I have many struggles with my teeth because of my leaky gut. This is spiritual teeth. They can't even properly chew the words. I don't know if that analogy is lost on people, but yeah, no. These are not people you need to listen to. No. No. Absolutely not. No. You are an alchemist. Whatever situation that you have been in that has taught you, shown you what you don't want, yeah, if that type of situation crosses your path again, you can create the alchemical change that's necessary to not experience that cycle over. Yep. You absolutely can. You know how you do that? First, you need to take accountability for what you chose that allowed for the previous cycle to come to full fruition. Once you have that information, when the cycle repeats itself, because they will, that's just how life is, the cycle will absolutely repeat itself. You can then recognize a cycle for what it is, a cycle. And then you could be like, okay, so last time I chose door C. I did not like what was in door C. So I'm not going to choose door C again. And then you'll have a different experience. Okay. And in real life application of this. So all of this is hypothetical. A person who's drama and they're just literally drama. They love drama. They talk about drama all the time. They create drama when there is none. You got to be careful what you say to them. They're constantly feeling like they're victimized. We all know at least one person that's like this. So this person, we'll call them one comes up to you and is like, oh my God, did you hear what happened? And you're like, no, what happened? They're like, oh, Cashew was talking caca. Cashew is just out of control. And someone needs to tell Cashew to just calm down. Uh-huh. The last time they came and was like, "Oh my god, did you hear what happened?" And you're like, "What happened?" "Oh my gosh, Almond was like being so mean." And you went and you confronted Almond like, "Hey, what's going on? Why are you being mean to one?" And then Almond's like, "What are you even talking about?" So now you're the drama, right? Yeah, that didn't turn out well for you. So now that one is coming and talking about Cashew, are you going to go up to Cashew and be like, "Cashew, why are you being mean to one?" I would be like, "Oh, that's interesting. So then what happened?" "Well, Cashew, blah, 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 blah." "Oh, how did that make you feel?" "Well, I'm mad." "Oh, that's so unfortunate." "Oh, by the way, I gotta get going. I hope that works out for you." Because I'm not falling for that again. You see? When you let yourself recognize the ways in which you allowed yourself to get sucked into that, you can choose something different. You can be like, "Oh my gosh, that's so sad. Oh, but I gotta go. I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go." There are those who don't speak truth. I hope it's not you. I hope it's not you, because there's a process that's being initiated. In this process, I believe it was some 1990s gangster rap. Was it Dr. Dre? I think it was Dr. Dre who said he'd slap the taste out your mouth. Well, your soul is saying it'll slap the lies off your tongue. Never listen to people who speak with a forked tongue, because you never know what you're receiving, the lie or the truth. Just saying. The moment I see that someone lacks integrity is the moment I no longer allow any of their words to penetrate into my hallowed space. So get ready. Wishes are coming true. Part of how you're going to get these wishes to come true is by not dividing your attention between drama and goodness. Go for the goodness always. Mm. Someone is worried that if they do that, um, the person who consistently goes to them for trauma dumping is going to feel abandoned. You know, they already feel that, right? And there's nothing you can do to change that. Why do you think they're constantly making problems? Because they want attention, because they feel abandoned, not by you, but by someone in their childhood. You're not going to fix that. That's not your job. That's not your position of authority. There's like, no. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. What's going to end up happening is, no matter how much you give, it's not going to be enough. And they're going to feel like you abandoned them. You could say yes 50 times. And the one time you say, "I'm not sure if I can," you haven't even said no yet. That person will absolutely be like, "Oh my God, you're never there when I need you." Okay, ho. I've had people do that. I had this one mofo years ago, like, I never benefited off of this connection. I just saw this wounded person and I was just like, "You know what? You need a friend." And so I tried to be a friend, and I was always there whenever they needed to vent and yada yada yada. And then I remember at one point, um they had oh, the caliber of people that I used to be around. I believe they went to jail and they were sick. They were having these headaches or something like that. And while in jail, they went ahead and they were given an MRI because that's the responsible thing to do. And then they found a tumor on the person's brain. And I went ahead and I corrected the energetic circumstance, and then the growth that was logged in by an MRI, it was detected by the MRI, it was suddenly gone, and so were the symptoms. So I was just consistently giving and giving and giving. And then, like, that went on for maybe like 2 years. maybe longer. And then at some point, they were like, they wanted to take on some mob boss or something like that. And they reached out to me and they were like, "You're perfect for this." Mind you, they know that I'm married with children. They're like, "You're perfect for this because the mob person has an Asian fetish." What? And they're like, "All you got to do is just really talk to them and flirt with them. And, and then we'll fly you out if they want to meet." I'm sorry. What? Yeah. And I was like, "I'm not messaging anyone." Oh, and they were like, "No one's ever there for me." Okay. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I am done. Pulling all my energy back. It is not my job to continue to maintain your field. This is the lifestyle you live. I'm pulling all my energy back. I will not continue to do energy work on your cranial space. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. What happened to them? I don't know, because when I say I'm good, I'm really all the way good. I'm not going to check on you. I'm not going to, nope, that's not what I do. When I walk away, I walk away. By the time I determine it's time to walk away, it's because you're so far gone in your toxicity that you are poison to me. That is how you waste your energy and prevent your wishes from being fulfilled. And these are the people who will tell you you're being selfish. Yeah, no. Did they know you worked on their tumor issue? Yes, absolutely. I don't work on people without their permission. Um, I was actively working on them and they were actively reporting back to me symptom cessation, pain cessation, no more headaches, clarity, no more stroke like symptoms, no more none of that. And then they also reported to me that it was completely gone. There was no growth. That's how I know. That's how I know. I mean, I wouldn't say that unless there was medical diagnostic work done to prove to me, not to anyone else, but to me, that the work I did was successful. So, yeah, no, you need to be good off people like that. When you're a good person, you need to be in a good environment and be good off of people like that. What does that mean? Leave them alone. There are billions of people in this world. Pick another person who's willing to actually heal because you love them. There are people who exist who just need someone like you to love them and they will heal. Now, the problem is that we continuously choose the people who have no desire to heal. And we tell ourselves, if I just love them enough, they will. No, they won't, because they are consciously choosing to remain there. You know, they are consciously choosing to remain there. I've had to learn this lesson over and over and over. And it becomes something that I'm no longer willing to continue learning. And because I am now keeping the energy that would have been wasted on that type of circumstance, um, now I have more energy to go ahead and bring to fruition the things that will be beneficial to many people, right? To many people. I know for a lot of you, you have very similar wishes to my own wishes, which is what? Just helping others, you know, um, changing the world so that it's not so painful to be here, not just for ourselves, but for other people who are just as sensitive as us, right? For a lot of you, you have that very real wish to bring that to fruition. That's a powerful thing to be able to create. Um, ooh, ooh, Rainbow Flame says, I have made the mistake of receiving people's drama and wearing it like a wet blanket, heavy, cold, and uncomfortable. In part, I wore it because I didn't know how to let them carry it on their own. On another part, I carried it because I convinced myself I was helping and that it gave me purpose. That's called a trauma bond. when you bond with someone because they have trauma and their trauma gives you purpose. Now, I'm not talking about rainbow flames specifically, but I went through cycles like this and I realized I was trauma bonding with people. And as part of my recognition of the trauma bonding, I recognized that I was being emotionally manipulative. I wasn't asking for them to fulfill a need. I was continuously offering things and offering things and offering things to prepay for my coexistence within their space. Yeah, that's emotionally manipulative. I was manipulating them to see me in the way I wanted them to see me, which is, you are valuable, Emmy. You need to be a part of my life, right? As a trauma bond. Those never work. They never ever work. And part of the reason they never work is because when one person in that bond is ready to heal, the other will not allow them to and will continue to drag them down. But we're not here to talk about trauma bonds. We're here to talk about your wishes. And part of what will help your wishes come to fruition is by releasing the trauma bonds. I tell you, you will not resonate with me to the depth that you do if you are not ready to heal beyond the trauma and the trauma bonding. You're ready. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, you are ready. You are ready to move past that. Okay. You don't realize how strong you are. You don't realize that your soul has been communicating with you deeply for quite some time now. You don't realize how much you have foregone in regards to the celebration of you. Excuse me. You've been struggling to love yourself unconditionally. These are the things that need to be addressed so that your wishes can come true. See, some people will hear this reading and they will be like, oh my gosh, wishes coming true, but all you're talking about is negative stuff. Right. Have your wishes come true? No. Do you want them to? Then you have to address the negative stuff that prevents it from entering your space. You see, I speak truth here. I'm not here to sugarcoat things and fluff you up and give you this false sense of hope that your life is suddenly going to change with zero investment from you, with zero healing on your end. Nothing will change if you do not choose for it to change. I would love for things to change for you. And that's why I'm willing to be seen as a Debbie Downer. I'm willing to be seen as a negative Nancy. Why is it always the women? Women's names, Debbie Downer. Okay, Downer Dan. I'm willing to be a Downer Dan and a negative Nathan. Right? These are things you have to begin just observing within yourself so that you can make the changes to change your entire life. Absolutely. Yeah. Calling you out. This is not me. For those who are like, oh my gosh, it's so negative. Okay. You're refusing to surrender to the very process that will liberate you. Eventually, you'll be liberated. But first, you're probably going to be made to struggle and suffer because you refuse to do it the easy way, the way that your soul is asking you to do it. If you were to hear my words and consider, and then realize after a period of consideration that, oh my gosh, this does apply to me, you empower yourself. It doesn't validate me. I'm not seeking validation. It empowers you. You don't even have to come back here and be like, Emmy, oh my God, you were right. I really don't care to be right. You can ask anyone that knows me. I don't care to be right. I just care to maintain my integrity. That's all. That is all. So you got to walk your truth, right? I mean, if you're not going to, if you're not going to surrender to this process, your soul is going to boot upon you in the forehead. Okay, then you're going to be all upside down in your emotions and feel like life is against you. Life is not against you. You are against you. So change that. Change that. Work with your soul to facilitate the changes that are necessary to bring your dreams to fruition. I would love for you to enter into a space within your journey where you see that life is not so hard. It's not the easiest, it's not meant to be. But you see the challenges as invitation to rise, as invitation to expand your awareness of yourself, expand your capacity, your capability, all of that, you know? Ooh, this is powerful, powerful. I found myself saying last night that I'm not willing to go through this cycle again. What can I learn from this? And how can I empower myself so I don't feel victimized? Blissful. I would not be surprised if your soul had you here at this reading because this whole thing is for you. It's for a lot of people. These messages are for a lot of people. But if you're not willing to identify yourself as being worthy to receive the guidance from your soul, then you're probably going to think it's for everyone else but you. For the people who consistently think that whenever there's goodness in a reading, like when there's beautiful potentiality, like you guys, amazing things can happen. We just got to do this, this, and this. And you think, like, oh, that's for everyone else. Nothing good ever happens for me. Um, that's a choice. This is not about fault. This is about recognition of how powerful you are. When you choose to continue the cycle will continue. When you choose to exit the cycle will end. It will circle back around, much like um, a very poorly behaved ex will eventually circle back around and try to woo you over when they see you moving on and healing. But are you going to let that in? If you're going to let it in, you're going to go through the same cycle again. And maybe you need to, not to punish you, but because maybe something you needed to learn was not yet finished. I mean, be kinder with yourself. It's not always black and white. It's just not. It's not always an absolute yes and an absolute no. Sometimes we need to recognize when we're not done with something, and that if we allow ourselves to be fully present to really finish that off, we can finish that off and truly move forward. Why do you think it's said that when you are in a very like a DV type relationship, it takes about 7 or 8 times, or maybe it was 10 times of leaving and coming back before you actually finally leave? Well, because you don't believe that you're being guided. You don't believe that it's the right thing for you to let that go. And, no one can convince you of anything. That doesn't mean that you're bad and you deserve that. It means you're not done learning whatever it is you need to learn. I would prefer you learn it quickly because I don't want you to suffer. But I respect whatever decisions you make. I respect that. And sometimes that's what people actually need, is to know that, you know what? I'm in control. You're not going to shame me for choosing to finish off this lesson. And, now I can really finish this off. And then they open themselves to seeing the things that I'm sharing with them, not to convince them of anything, because that's never my goal, but the things that I'm being shown by their soul. And when that happens, they're like, you know what? Okay. Emmy told me about this, this, and this. This, and this just happened. Okay. I think I'm done. I think I'm done now. And for me, it's kind of just like, well, when you're done. You know how you know when you're done with something? Like really done with it? You don't ask anyone for their advice. You just do it because gosh darn everyone's opinion, you are done and you don't need permission at this point. You are just done. That's how I know. That's how I know if you'll go back or not. When you still ask me what you should do. And when I answer you with a question of, well, what do you feel you need right now? And you can't answer that with conviction, I know you're not done. It's okay. You get through it like you always do. And then eventually you get to a point where you're actually done. This can be for a work situation, it could be for a friendship, it could be a relationship. It doesn't have to always be worst case scenario where someone is laying hands on you. You just know when you're done. You know it. You don't need someone's permission. You don't ask for anyone's opinions. So honor your process wherever you're at. And just honor that. Honor it. Okay? You know what's best for you. F everyone else's opinions. They're not in the situation you're in, whatever that situation is. Maybe you're staying put in that job, that relationship, that living situation, whatever it is. Maybe you're staying put in order to accrue enough energy to burst through the barriers that you've created within your mind. Sometimes that's what happens. That you need to accrue so much energy. And part of the way you harvest that energy is experiencing trauma. I mean, it's kind of just how some things are. I don't like it, but I mean, who am I to dictate? Who am I to dictate? So, card number 21 and card number 4 are mirrored souls and believe. How much do you believe in the mirror that stands before you? What are they mirroring? I would like to think that you would choose a mirror that reminds you of the gifts that your life is about to give you, that creation is about to give you. Each of us have at least one person who serves as a mirror for us in whatever space we're in at that given time. Right? I hope that you can see people for what they are. And if you're being gifted a divine mirror, so that you can see with clarity the gravity of you, I hope that you allow yourself to see it with both eyes open. You need to begin seeing the reality of the greatness that you are, exactly what you deserve, and how life is trying so hard to give that to you. I'm going to pick one last card. It's got to be quick. I got a session to get to. Oh, you know why? Oh. Lisa says, yes, I mean, you leave and go back because you believe you can love them into wholeness and change their ways. You can't. You know why you do that? Because you wish you had someone do that for you. And they never did. You feel like no one ever fought for you. And so there is this part of you that identifies with the projection this individual is. And you think, if someone just fought for me, I wouldn't hurt so badly. I wouldn't be in this situation. So I'm going to fight for you in the way no one ever fought for me. And then you realize you weren't created for war, you were created for love, and the fighting needs to stop. Inside you, outside of you, the fighting needs to stop. And no one can convince you when it's time. That's something you have to decide on your own terms. All right. Ooh, whirling goddess. Okay. We got to really hurry up because, I mean, girl, your bladder. Your bladder. I'm talking to myself. Here goes. Hold on. Card number 30, whirling goddess. Lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle. Ooh. Come, my love, are you dizzy yet? If you can still feel your feet, then it is okay with me. But if you can still find your head, then I will take issue. There is a great dance, but it cannot be danced with choreographed steps. No, this great dance demands a response rather than an initiation, a reaction rather than a direction. So let us dissemble and lose our heads to the great music, the rhythm held steady in our beating hearts. Our feet shall be moving while our minds, inadequate to the task, take the night off. This is a process that requires less logic, more intuition, more passion, more conviction. There's somewhere you're meant to be. Marlene says, listen. There is somewhere you are meant to be. It is here, now, in this moment. There's a gift right under your nose and fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. Do you guys watch your phone like this? Or do you hold it up like this? I just gotta know because I don't have time for this, Marlene. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole, but your head will tell you this is not possible unless the door is unlocked, even though your body is passing through the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond. Leave your mind to be in its struggles for a moment without you laying to witness it. Without you laying witness to it, your mind will become like the dog howling for his master's return, even as he steps out the front door. Frustrated temporarily, he will chew on some shoes and fall asleep peacefully until his master returns. So leave your mind trusting, chewing a little until you are truly through the keyhole when it can rest. Leave it be. Instead, come dance with me. This oracle brings you a message. You are at a point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. Someone is thinking too much, overthinking so much. Just do it already. Just do it already. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore you up, to shore up your sense of self in the world and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap. It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be opened instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Ooh, the resistance you create when you refuse, it merely amplifies and accelerates the process that leads you to the very thing you're avoiding. Just so y'all know. Trust me. Don't place too much stock in the claims that life should be other than it is. You're being asked to dance rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. It is the bravest, most trusting soul that dares to put the mind to one side and say, tonight we dance, my heart and I, in the great rousing music of the beloved's beating heart, and I will not miss one step. Ooh, Marlene is saying, are you aware that for some people, you are their heart that exists outside of their body? I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. This oracle brings you a special message. If there's an issue apparently unsolvable or unknowable in your life right now, the divine is handling it. The divine is in the middle of it, working through the knot and unraveling it. Fear not. Give yourself permission to take the night off from worry. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Marlene is meddling. Meddling Marlene. I gotta go. Please give this video a thumbs up. She's not meddling. I'm totally joking. I was just busting her chops. I gotta go. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. We love you, Marlene. She's been silent for a while, so we'll let her say what she wants. Bye, guys. I'll see you tonight. I don't know what time. I'm doing expedites tonight. Meet me there, okay? Bye, everyone.